Hi everyone, it's Amy from AMPO here. I hope that you're having a great week. Here at AMPO, we are coming up alongside you every week to talk about your annual giving program and how you can take that program and be more strategic about some of the activities that you're doing. We have been talking a lot about engagement here recently. And so what we have done is we have created a strategic annual giving prospect portfolio, which you are working to engage with those donors in a bigger way. So the way that we created this portfolio was we ran our list of annual givers and we looked for those individuals who had given the most lifetime giving to the organization. And then we had a real personal conversation with ourselves. How many people did we realistically have time to engage with? And whether that is one person or whether that is 10 people, I am so immensely proud of you and I am so excited for your organization. You are taking steps to move your organization forward in a philanthropic way, and that is amazing. And we talked about how a really good step in this process is that you've got to go out and engage with these folks. And so you engage with them by listening. And so this week we're going to talk a little bit about how do you get people to talk? Because the only way that you can listen is if there's someone on the other side of the table who is talking. And so how do you work to engage with the people, your annual giving strategic prospect portfolio, so that you can get those individuals talking and to learn more about them and their relationship with the organization. And so the first way that we're going to talk about this is through the old fundraising adage of ask for money and you get advice, and ask for advice and you get money. And so what I'm going to encourage you to do is I'm going to encourage you to go out and ask these people for advice. Maybe you need advice on an upcoming event. Maybe you need advice about a program that you're thinking about starting. Maybe you need some advice on whether or not you should apply for a grant or engage with a corporate funder who's in your community. Whatever that is, you can go out. If that person has a connection and has a connection in that way, you should go out and you should ask them for advice on what you should do, and that way you're going to start to engage with them. This is also going to pertain to what kinds of questions are you asking. And so the way that you get someone to engage with you is by asking open-ended questions. You're not going to want to ask yes/no questions when you're out, but you're going to want to ask open-ended questions. And be prepared for this. Have some questions that you have jotted down so that you know that you have good questions on hand when you show up for this meeting. And your secret weapon is the follow-up question. And so this is good on two levels. It gives you a chance to reframe something that someone just said to you, so it shows that you've been participating in active listening, that you can restate what someone has said, and it gives you a chance to dig deeper with them. One of my favorites is just to say to someone, can you elaborate on that a little bit more for me? Can you help me to understand a little bit deeper what you mean by that? And one of the great things that you're going to discover when you're having these engagement conversations with donors is you're going to start to uncover their why. Why are they giving to you? Of all of the organizations in your community, why have they chosen you to receive their gifts? And that's going to be a very critical information for you to know as we move forward and we think about them as a donor prospect for the organization. So there you go. We're going to ask some open-ended questions. We're going to go have some great conversations with folks, and I cannot wait to hear how it's going for you. So drop me a line, let me know how it's turning out, and I'm so excited for you to have these conversations. Have a great week, everyone. Thanks. Bye.